Welcome back, everybody, to Winners Win Football podcast, where we make weekly wrong football predictions and shit decisions. My name is Ahmed Salman.
My name is Malcolm.
And today, we're going to talk about the Champions League round.
Champions.
Let's start with the big boys.
Aston Villa.
Asensio.
Of course, you gotta make it about Real.
The big boys of Champions League.
The Madrid that guy.
The undefeated. The ones who cannot lose. You cannot take this away from us. We are unbeatable. We are great. We are legendary.
You are lucky.
We are lucky. You create your own luck.
Yes.
The feeling
of conceding in the first minute.
I feel sorry for Simeone.
For sure.
I feel
100%.
so sad.
Yeah.
And I think it sucks that he had to face... I think it sucks that Real Madrid and Atleti had to face each other this early.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there are so many other shit teams, like Arsenal, for example. You're just not going to say anything. You're saving everything till the quarterfinal.
If we beat you,
if we beat
then I'll speak. But before
No, but there are so many clubs that, like, you have Club Brugge, you have Feyenoord,
PSV.
PSV, Lille, Dortmund.
No, Dortmund is not that
Dortmund
bad.
is shit. But I mean, those clubs, like, you could have gotten rid of them.
Put
Real
Atleti,
Madrid
put Atleti there
put
instead.
Athletic there instead. It
Yeah.
kind of sucks that they had to face us, but it is what it is.
This is what we do.
Life is tough.
And then you die.
And then you die. But man, so I missed the game.
Yes.
I came home from work. I was very, very tired. And I was gonna watch the game. My head was on the couch. And my eyes fell back. And so I woke up around 12 o'clock.
When everything was over.
Exactly when everything was over. Because my nephew woke me up.
No.
And then I was like, oh shit. But I rewatched the game, the entire game. Let's start from minute one.
You know, I was watching I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch the Arsenal game, but I'm gonna have the Real Madrid game on as well.
Yeah.
So because our game was over anyways.
Yeah.
So I put on the Arsenal game. I go to put on the Madrid game. I see 1-0. I was like, what? What happened? I missed 30 seconds and I missed the goal.
So what we said last time was like, we just need to hold on for dear life in the Metropolitano.
You lasted 30 seconds.
We lasted 30 seconds.
Hey,
I last longer than that.
Even not with Amorim.
There are exceptions to every rule. Amorim is the exception to my law.
We lasted 30 seconds.
30 seconds, Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor.
Gallagher. I mean, it was a meh goal, but it was a goal. But I mean, Asensio kind of fucked up because he passed it right into the middle field.
Yeah.
And then it was like a straight road into the goal. I think what Atleti did mess up after that was the fact that they didn't push on.
Yeah.
Like, the moments that we lost this season was Barcelona. When they scored the first goal, they just went for the second, the third, the fourth. They killed the game.
Ruthless.
Yeah, like we are beatable. 100% we are beatable. It's just don't give us a chance to come back into the game. Which you have to kill off the game immediately after. And
2, 3, 4 goals.
2, 3, 4, like 2 goals at least. You go for the second immediately. What Atletico did was they attacked and then they sat back.
Yeah.
And then they let us come back into the game.
Get into the rhythm of it.
Get into the rhythm of it. They had some chances, like they had the Alvarez chance, they had the Correa chance. It was like half chances.
Yeah,
we have Courtois in the goal. He's gonna save it. Like there wasn't any bigger danger, I would say.
Even I completely agree with it. But even though you have to say that Courtois had to save a lot of shots.
He had to save.
Because if I compare to the Arsenal games, which I watched, Raya only has to make like 2, 3 saves a game. Courtois had to collect the ball, shots several more times than I would imagine, but he still.
But it's been like that for
easy.
several years.
Yeah,
it's nothing new. Like,
yeah, I know.
we've won the whole Champions League campaigns based on Courtois saving and then
the one
Benzema
against
scored.
the one against Liverpool.
Liverpool,
He was the man of the match.
PSG that year, 2022. So I wasn't. I think it wasn't the smartest way to go about it against Real Madrid when you're playing at home. Like, you have the home advantage.
You should use
You
it.
score early, use it, kill off the game. But you let Real Madrid back into the game, and when you the way Xavi said it, if you don't kill the Madrid kill you.
He's traumatized.
So we like slowly get back into the game, and then there was the Mbappe situation.
Yeah.
Great dribble. He had like one chance to 1v2.
Yeah.
And the way Mbappe always takes a quick second touch.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, it's always a quick touch that you don't like. He didn't.
You don't expect it.
Yeah, like, so he went past the first one, and then the second one was like immediately.
Yeah.
There was no way the defender could have caught up to it.
Yeah.
He did the same thing with Atalanta in the group stages, where he's receiving the ball, and he took the touch before he even, like, he touches and he dribbles.
Yeah.
Past you
In the same movement. Yeah.
It's almost impossible to stop.
You can't predict it. You don't know that he will do it until he's actually done it, and you're looking back.
Some people are saying
What?
the guy should have gotten a red card because he's the last man, Lenglet. Some people, not me. Some people.
But I think they changed, at least in the Premier League, I know they changed it.
Yeah.
Like, you won't get a penalty and a red card. You will get either one. You get a yellow card, or if it was outside the box, it would have been a free kick and then a red card.
Okay, yeah.
So it would have been either of.
Yeah.
You can. That's in the Premier League. I don't know if it's the same in the Champions League.
Yeah. I don't know, but there was a missed penalty call, a clear handball in the penalty area.
I know.
Maybe directed, but the hand was in an unnatural position here.
It was your guy as well, wasn't it? Llorentes. I think it was Llorente.
I don't know if it was Llorente, but it was somewhat. But and then there was the missed penalty situation in the last game where Rodrigo was fucking grappled down in the penalty area.
Yeah.
So 2 penalty situations. The reason I'm saying this is we're gonna get to it later. The Alvarez situation, but penalty for us. Vinicius steps up.
What are your thoughts? Because
I don't know what's going on with Vini, man.
There's too much negativity.
There's too much going on.
Too much bad publicity around him.
It's getting a bit annoying.
Yeah.
Like,
and he's your boy as well.
he's our boy. He's our boy, man. But it's just, calm down, dude. Chill. Chill. You're good. Just do you. Be you. He's doing too much. Like, there is the Mbappe situation. There is the Bellingham situation. Like, everyone wants too much of the cake.
Yeah.
But they're not sharing the cake. Like, chill. Just do your part in the game, and then you all win.
Yeah.
But everyone wants the Ballon d'Or at the same time, it feels like.
That's the big problem.
Yeah.
Because when you have such big players and so many of them, like, who are you gonna?
For me, right now, it should be Mbappe.
He should be the
main guy. He should be the main guy. Yeah. Like, performance-wise, goal-wise, he's the guarantee.
Impact.
He's the goal guarantee.
Yeah.
And then everyone, like, you could make an argument for Bellingham.
Yeah.
Because when the team plays around him,
that's when you're
everyone gets their spot.
Yeah.
But let's just talk about the penalty. Like, first of all, why Vini there? I don't think Vinicius is a good penalty taker. Don't get me wrong. Like, he scored like in decisive games. He scored against Barcelona. He scored against Bayern last year. He scored in big moments. But in the Metropolitano, and all these racist fans are chanting at him, and he is very affected. You can see it. The whole game, he hasn't been playing well.
Yeah.
He didn't play. I don't think he made like a correct decision throughout the game.
Yeah.
And even after the game, you see how he's like taunting the fans and like doing too much.
Yeah.
It's wrong decision to make him take the penalty.
Okay.
And you could see it before he takes the penalty. You could feel
like
he's gonna miss it.
But who would you want to take it? Mbappe. But he still missed a lot of penalties this season.
He was a different guy. In the beginning of the season, he was a different guy. For sure. Now you can see he has the confidence back. He's part of the team. Like, even if he misses, fuck it. But he's, if a guy scores, how many penalties does he score in the World Cup final?
Yeah.
it means you can't score in the biggest of moments.
Yeah.
I think he should still be the main guy, like the penalty taker. So he shoots it like it's not even close.
It was horrible.
Like penalty. I don't know what he was going for. Was he going for a beautiful penalty? Like I don't know, but like Vini, just dude,
be yourself.
Calma, just enjoy football again. Don't try to show off extra. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
The problem, he's doing too much. The same thing with Bellingham.
Yeah.
Bellingham is not. Okay, we're in a tough spot now where you lost Cruz in the summer.
Yeah.
Modric is very old. Very old.
I can't believe he started.
He's doing amazingly for this age.
Yeah, for sure.
But he can't handle these kind of matches anymore. It's not at this intensity.
Yeah.
Camavinga did a great game, by the way. When he came on,
but
he changed the game.
Yeah, but
he can't. I don't know. There is something he can't accelerate in that position, in Cruz's position, and he doesn't seem to be a controller either.
I don't think he is.
Chouameni is great CDM, but he also doesn't have the passing capabilities.
Yeah.
Valverde, amazing at everything, but he doesn't have the
tempo.
The tempo. We don't have a Pedri right now.
A tempo set.
What we need is like a Pedri. We need a Vitinha. So in this case, we found Ceballos, and then Ceballos gets injured. So now I think Bellingham, you have to step up.
He has to be like
you have to be the
because I think he's the closest you guys have.
He is the closest. I think he could do it.
Yeah, me too.
But the only thing, the whole last game when I watched him,
arrogant.
It's not even arrogant.
For me, it was arrogant.
For like, what he does is he passes to the side, like he does the side pass to the right back to Valverde or Vinicius, and then he runs to the box immediately. Yeah. We don't need it right now.
Yeah.
We have Vini, we have Mbappe, we have Rodri. We don't need that run into the box. I know it worked for a while this season.
Yeah.
But right now we lost Ceballos. If Ceballos is there, fine. You do you. You can be that number 10. You can be the box to box.
Yeah.
But now we need the builder.
Yeah, I understand.
And I think he should accelerate it, but I don't think he's not accepting his role.
You know? For me, because a lot of things what I saw is like he's trying to do certain things. He fails or it doesn't come off. Yeah. He loses the ball and he just looks at it like, yeah, whatever. And everyone's tracking back and he's just walking. For me, that's why I was saying arrogance, because I felt like he was acting a bit too big for himself. Like he can be bigger than the team. Yeah. Especially at Real Madrid. Yeah. So you always have to work for your place in the team. Yeah. And I felt like he was acting like too big for himself. And I maybe it was just a one-off, I don't know. But when I was watching, I was like, oh, I don't like it.
This is the greed they talked about in the Bible. In the Bible, in the Quran. Like there are too many good players. Yeah. Nobody is happy submitting themselves to the other.
We need people to submit. Huh?
We need some submissive people. The only one is like Rodrigo. The only one who's getting it.
That's why I love it. You need those kind of players. Yeah. That's why you never said, not never, but you never say bad things about people like Nacho, like Vasquez, and those kind of players, because those are the players you need in your team that accept the role and know who they are and what they are and not trying to be something else.
The way Ancelotti puts it, he's like, you have people that run and you have people that make the difference. Yeah. Right now we have too many people that try to make the difference, but none of them is making the difference because they all taking out each other. Anyways,
for sure.
Real Madrid being Real Madrid, we somehow kept it going. Yeah. And Camavinga did amazing, by the way. This game, I think he took it by the strap. He actually, all tackles spot on, all passing spot on. We started controlling the game when he came on. And he started that counter-attack that Mbappe caused the penalty. He started it.
Yeah. But the thing is that I've seen online now is that they're looking to sell him in the summer.
I don't know. It's a bit too early, I would say. One more season.
I would love to have him at Arsenal.
Yeah,
I think he would be we have so many perfect players in our left at left 8.
Yeah, he would be.
Oh my God, he would be perfect.
Yeah. Imagine him and Declan Rice.
Him, Rice, and not Ødegaard, Wirtz or something, but him and Rice together. But
he is. I would be sad to.
I think it would be perfect.
Yeah.
I think we move past that kind of player. I think we need something else, but I would still love him.
Yeah. So then we go to the penalties. By the way, the extra time.
Nothing happened.
No, but we control it. Like
surprisingly,
we're controlling it.
Yeah.
Atleti doesn't go for it.
Which is, like you say, home advantage. You should.
Why do you let Real Madrid have the
especially
ball?
after they brought on Sorloth? I felt like they never used him properly. They just put it up and he took the ball down, pass it back.
Yeah, like they could have done more. I would say.
Yeah.
I would say overall they played a better game. They controlled, like they had, the game went according to their plan.
But even though their plan was a bit boring.
Their plan was a bit boring. Yeah. Over 2 games, I would say it's quite even.
Yeah.
Like we controlled some part, they controlled some parts. It was quite even, I would say.
Yeah.
But we didn't play well at all. Like, and then the penalties come, and Mbappe steps up.
Right
Bellingham steps up. That's another good penalty taker, by the way. He doesn't miss.
Yeah, you have a lot of good ones. That's why it feels weird.
Yeah.
When you guys there's been a lot of discussion with you guys missing penalties. It's like, how?
They have so many good.
Many good penalties. How is it possible that you miss so many?
But and then Alvarez situation.
What are your thoughts?
The thing is,
you mentioned the 2
I don't know what
before.
people are complaining about. If you're complaining about if it touched the foot or not, it did. It's semi-automatic.
Yeah, they have a chip in the
They
ball.
have a chip, so it did touch.
Yeah.
You can even see it in the slow motion. It did touch. The second discussion is, the second part of the discussion is this a good rule?
Exactly. That's the big thing. You should take away from it.
Yeah, but there is no corruption.
No,
the people are complaining about Madrid like, the referee being on their side.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
You can't.
It was correctly disallowed.
Yeah.
But then we can talk about should it be there? I don't think so.
It's boring.
It kind of sucked out the energy from the penalty.
Because not only that, it was a bit unclear like what even happened.
He should have explained it better.
Yeah, you should explain better, make it more transparent, because everyone was watching it like, what do you mean he did this and then kept playing? Nobody understood what, and then you saw the X. It was like, what?
Yeah.
You didn't understand truly what happened initially, which was weird, but
they should be on the screen of our check. You should go and check it on the. Although it doesn't matter. It doesn't
matter because you can see the thing that they have.
Yeah.
They show that it was 2 touches.
Yeah, but there should be more clarity.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think it should be affecting the penalties that much. We're going too detailed. It's a bit similar to that offside, like a toe being offside.
Yeah, it brings out the fun.
It brings out the fun. So I am against the rule itself.
It takes it out,
as long as it doesn't change the direction of the ball.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's such a small touch. It
barely did anything.
Like I saw a former penalty for Mahrez.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's a big one. That I can understand.
Yeah.
But the law itself, the rule itself, is a bit stupid.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think VAR, or like the semi-automatic offside
the bit robotic
technology.
Side of it. Yeah.
Like they need to step back a bit. They need to give a bit of marginal.
Yeah,
like bring back the human aspect to
especially when it comes to goals, because I don't think we should be in a position to rule out goals too much in football.
Yeah,
there should be more goals in football. You need goals. That's the entertaining part of it.
Yeah,
do not take it away. That's what I feel. And I saw someone comparing it. If a keeper saves a penalty, but he's off the line, they retake it. So why couldn't Alvarez have retaken it at least? Or something. Yeah. Changed it up in some way.
The rule is a bit
The rule is a bit, it's a bit weird.
The decision was correct by the rule book, but the rule itself is stupid.
It's
they should change it.
Yeah, it's boring. And that's what I like, because UEFA came out with a statement and said like, we've contacted Atletico, we've shown the evidence that this is why this has happened, and then we are in discussion with FIFA to possibly have a discussion, should we change the rules in some way? There's nothing else you can do.
That's fair. That's fair.
And like the red card situation that like you can't get a penalty and a red card.
Yeah.
That it happened for us in the Premier League. Like David Luiz, he touched someone, he got a red card and a penalty, and afterwards it was like, this is a bit too much, so they changed it afterwards. Okay. It has to happen first for it to be able to change.
Yeah, but I mean, and then Lord Vasquez misses a penalty.
That's
the only thing he's good at.
But even though I was like, Why are you
No,
taking-
but dude, it's the only thing he's been good at. Like, people respect him for like stepping up in the Champions League final and scoring that penalty. Last year he stepped up against City. So when he stepped up, everyone was like, he's got this. Right now, you're actually worthless. You don't bring any value whatsoever.
You're worse than worthless. You're bringing more harm.
You're
than good.
negative right now.
Yeah.
And then Rudiger. Oh, Marcos Llorente.
Marcos Llorente, your guy.
Marcos Llorente, my guy. Just for some context, back when Llorente was playing for Real Madrid and before he joined Real Madrid, he was on a loan.
What year was it? It was like
2018?
17, 18, right?
18, 17. Yeah. It was, no. This was 2016, 17 that I noticed him.
Yeah.
2017, 18, he joined Real Madrid.
And what did you say when you noticed him?
I said, this is like the new Busquets.
Xabi Alonso.
He's the new Xabi Alonso.
Yeah.
Like, he can do everything. He can be our CDM.
Yeah.
He turned out well.
Yeah, not
I'm a good
bad
scout.
player.
I'm a good scout. But there was a choice between him and Valverde, and Zidane chose Valverde. Good choice.
A good choice, but they're quite similar when you think about
They're
it.
very similar.
They're very similar,
Yeah.
but
Valverde
for
is
sure,
like-
it's a bit better. It's a step.
Much better. I mean, not
for
much
sure.
better, but like there's levels to this shit.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
Yeah, secret agent. We paid him. He missed it.
Easy money.
Easy money. Like Zidane made the perfect choice.
Yeah.
And then,
Once again.
And then, fuck man, Courtois didn't save a single one.
Yeah,
I'm
that
telling you,
one-
Courtois in penalties, he's a bit meh.
But
He almost
the
saved
thing-
Correa, but like
the thing is, when
He's a bit too big.
It's a bit too big.
he's a bit too big for his reflexes. Like
Pause.
he's huge.
No, but the thing is, it's fun. What are you doing?
Drink water.
It's not water. It's a smoothie.
Oh, okay.
So people won't think it's anything else. But anyways, when I always ask people like your whatever team they're supporting, like, are you keeper good at penalties? They're always like, yeah, no, he's shit. I think most keepers are not good at penalties.
Lunin is good.
Yeah, Lunin is actually pretty
Lunin is good.
Yeah, he's good.
So Courtois is a bit disappointing when it comes to penalties. I don't feel.
Yeah,
like,
because he's as
we should do
he's
the
huge.
Dudek. We should do the Dudek like thing when we bring him on.
Just for
Lunin
penalties.
just for penalties.
like Van Gaal in the World Cup. He brought on, was it Tim Krul or something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he should do that. But yeah, go on. Then you have.
So then you
your
have
last guy.
Rudiger. Oh, it was supposed actually. When I read the comments after the game, apparently it was supposed to be Endrick,
and that's crazy for me.
but he was nervous.
Yeah, of course, he's 18.
But he's a good shot. Like it's
Bro,
quite
his
impressive.
ball striking is amazing.
But dude, Rudiger is the luckiest guy when it comes to penalty. Like the penalty against City last year, shittiest penalty I've ever seen. Somehow it like touches the floor, touches the bar, and then goes in.
Yeah, it's
I don't know. I don't know how he shoots it.
Yeah.
And the same thing here. Like Oblak should have taken it.
Yeah, for
There-
sure.
that
But he
was
was on
such
it.
an easy
He was
penalty.
on it.
Yeah,
But
he was
somehow,
on it.
It was somehow.
But I think
That's your juju.
Oblak was
That's your
like-
black magic.
Bro,
Real Madrid juju.
It's like the competition wants us.
Yeah,
we
for
don't
sure.
want it. It wants us.
I wasn't chosen.
I
It
wasn't
chose me.
Dude, it's actually like, and then my favorite part is when
Where he
Rudiger
celebrates.
makes the run with the high
high knees.
knees, and then first who joins him? I think it's Asensio,
Yeah.
and then Mbappe joins him, and then Camavinga, and then everyone starts running like this across the field. It's such a good vibe.
It's a good.
Like
yeah,
this
it's a good
team is
picture.
such good vibes.
Yeah,
I love
for
it.
sure.
It's the same thing when we won the league last year.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was last year. And then they started like, Ancelotti took the microphone. Then he was like, I have one dream.
Yeah.
It's to
Oh,
dance with
oh, it's to
Camavinga.
dance.
And then Camavinga starts dancing. And then Rudiger joins him. And then they all do. Like this team is such vibes.
Yeah.
That's why I love it. It's really the power of friendship.
And that's why Ancelotti works, because he is the master at friendship.
Everyone loves working.
Everyone loves
Yeah,
to work with
yeah.
him. Everyone, at every club that's ever been with him, is like, yeah, he's such a good guy.
Like he
Everyone
has the
loves him.
perfect amount of like
The balance.
balance between man management and tactics and mental strength and winning, and has a great balance.
Yeah.
I
That-
wish-
that's his biggest strength.
Yeah, maybe a bit more tactics. That's
You would want.
you would want, but like
Yeah.
not tactics, more like a systematic way of playing.
Yeah. Because now it's his vibes.
It's a bit like vibes.
No,
it's not,
just-
but I think people underestimate his tactics.
Yeah, of course, because you still need to be able to platform your players to the best of their abilities.
Exactly.
And that's not an easy feat, because like I always say Chelsea or Manchester United, they are horrible at platforming for their attackers. Yeah. Like you look at United's players, as soon as they leave, like Anthony, somehow he got player of the month for Betis, but he was horrible at United because they can't platform them correctly. So you still gotta be able to do that in a good way.
He creates a system based on the individuals. Yeah. The only thing I am missing is like a bit higher pressing. Like I think this team can press higher. I think we could do better.
Yeah.
And we can control the game better.
Yeah, I see. I understand what you mean.
Like there is more potential, but he wins everything. So I don't know what to complain about. Exactly. He makes it difficult to criticize.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, like, and then we are playing
Arsenal. The Arsenal.
So we predicted Real Madrid.
We predicted Arsenal.
We predicted Arsenal.
Yeah.
You thought it would be difficult.
I thought it would be difficult because in the Premier League we struggled.
Yeah.
We struggled against United.
Yeah.
We barely managed to score.
Yeah.
But in Europe it's different. And I completely forgot about it, but I realized it, obviously. 7-1 against PSV. You knew it was over. So this game, I think the player was like, just get it over the line. But even so, Sterling, like, if the worst player on your team is able to perform, then you know they're shit. Then you know they're shit.
Or maybe Sterling is getting back in form.
Nah, but you have to you have to look at what you got, what you have in front of you. He did play well in the first half.
Yeah.
In the second half, I felt like he was tired. He couldn't keep it up, and he, like you said, like Vinny did all bad decisions. He did the same. Every time, like we were on a counter 3 against 3, he just ran straight into the defenders instead of passing it. He just waited until the last moment and then he messed it up. But that was in the second half. First half he was great. He got 2 assists for the both of our goals. The first one was like the Busquets for Messi. Yeah. He like passed the ball 5 meters. Zinchenko ran all the way, hit the top corner, and it's like, assist.
Shouldn't Zinchenko play more in that position? He's quite good. You
know? He's been surprisingly good when he's come on. So maybe
remove Odegaard. Zinchenko on the left.
And that's what's impressive. Like, I know you're critical for Arteta, but when you look at the team that we set up, in this game, we had 4 different left backs playing in our team. Yeah. Like the front 3 we had, if you think about it, we had Tierney at left wing, Sterling at right wing, and Merino at striker. But it worked. But and the system, like you complain about Ancelotti, the system, we did not look different in our system compared to how we usually do. But obviously the quality was not the same. Yeah. You could see they tried to do the same things. They couldn't do it because they're not as good as the other players. Yeah. But when we defend, we defend in a 4-4-2 with Ødegaard and Havertz usually the strikers. Now it was Merino and Zinchenko. I was like, this is the weirdest shit I've ever seen. Like if you think about it, we had a left back at striker, we had a midfielder at striker and a left back at left wing. Yeah. And we had a defender at midfield. I was like, what am I watching?
No, but I mean, you won 7-1. Like,
of course,
there's not much to lose.
Yeah, but
like, you can bring the B team.
You can bring the academy probably.
Yeah, it's fine.
But for me, it was not about that. It was not about that. It was the system and how no matter the personnel, we still had the same style of play. Yeah. We still could see the instructions and the tactics of the manager, which for me is impressive.
It is.
Because like, if you think about 5 left backs in the team.
Hey, listen, we played midfielders we played with 5 midfielders as well.
Yeah, but left backs, bro.
Yeah.
I mean left backs.
I know what you mean.
And the weirdest thing, if you accept the goals, the best sequence of play was when Tierney, Miles Lewis-Kelly and Calafiori combined. 3 left backs combined and they got a great chance. Like you look like your peak Wenger ball. Like they play tiki-taka, fast movement, back heels and everything. And I was like, what am I watching?
I do.
Like if I told you, Arsenal are gonna line up with 5 left backs and a midfielder as a striker in the Champions League knockout stages, and they will be comfortable. He was like, you're crazy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So just that is impressive in itself, for me at least.
Yeah. No. Like you've taken huge strides.
Yeah, but I don't think it's enough for us. No,
don't do that.
No. But honestly,
speak with your brain, not with your heart.
My brain says we're fucked.
Really?
No. My brain says I told you before. I would rather play you guys First and foremost, because we haven't played each other since 2006.
So now we're talking about the Real Madrid Arsenal.
Yeah, because I don't think there's too much to talk about the PSV game.
Yeah.
We were through. It was vibes. We had fun. Random players were playing.
Yeah.
It was nice. No Ødegaard as well. I have to say one thing though. Rice, he scored against United.
Yeah.
And he celebrated. He shook the away fans.
Yeah.
It was like, how can he celebrate? You're second in the league, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's like he scored at Old Trafford to equalize. Why shouldn't he celebrate? Anyway, now he scored in the Champions League.
Yeah.
He was going to celebrate, and then he's like, and it did like, it was like, this guy, I think he reads everything going on online.
He's scoring quite.
Yeah, but he's good. But he's playing higher up the field, so he's allowed to go up a bit more, and he does it well. That's, some players, they are so good at so many things, it could be bad for them because, like Pogba, for example, I always said, like, you need someone that restricts him.
Yeah.
You need to limit him, like, say, just do this.
Allegri did that.
Allegri did as well. That's why he was so good at Juventus, I feel. United was like, here, take the keys. Do whatever you want. It doesn't
work.
With Rice, I think, when he plays an 8, he has so much goal threat and so much potential there that you would want that. You would want it, but I think he's best as a 6. So it's depending on what type of game, but I think Arteta is smart enough to know, like, okay, when you play like in an 8, you have to do this.
Yeah.
And Rice is clever enough to understand like what he has to do depending on where he plays.
Yeah.
And that's what he always tells, like, yeah, I know what I need to do. Sometimes it's difficult because I have to do so many things, but I know what I need to do. So that's what I'm worried about. But
so the quarterfinals.
The quarterfinals. That's what I want to talk about.
Real Madrid, Arsenal.
That's the big one. That's the big one.
What do you think will happen?
I wanted to play you guys because I did not want to play another low block.
Yeah.
Atletico, I did not want to play the low block. I want to be the low one. We will park the bus.
Yeah.
But like I said, in Premier League, I think it's over. We don't have the capacity to win those games anymore. Champions League different. We will have, against you guys, we will have space. Like we saw against Atletico now, you got a lot of space.
Yeah.
What worried me though, when I watched the United game, they parked the bus and they played on the counter, on transitions. And they don't have the best players in transition because Højlund didn't play. He's quick, he's good at transitions. Ahmad is injured. So they had Bruno Xerxes and Garnacho. And they're not, fast or dribbler like Vinicius, Mbappe, Rodrigo.
Yeah.
But we still struggled against them. So it's like, if we're watching us, like, if we struggle against this, we're gonna get cooked by you guys. But then I don't think you will sit back as much as United did. So maybe I think
it will come in episodes. Like part of the game we will fall back, part of the game we'll attack.
But I think we have much more space to attack against you guys. Defensively, I don't think you're set up as deep or as defensive as United did or any teams in the Premier League. So I think we will get chances. The thing is, we will be able to take them. Now we got Martinelli back.
Saka, I think he will be back. What I hear from...
Some say he's back early April. We play on April the 8th. So he could be back, but he's in match fit,
I would take a non-match fit Saka over Sterling.
Yeah, for sure. But we have Waneri. I think he could be okay.
No, I think Saka is going to play. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not sure. I would rather not play him and just rest him until next season, honestly. Even though I feel like this is a good chance.
What is a better chance to win the Champions League?
We have a good chance now. Yeah, I think, honestly, after I watched the Liverpool game, I was like, we actually have a good chance this year. Because when we played PSG, we dominated that game. We dominated the midfield. I think against you guys, we could get a result.
We played PSG?
Yeah, we won 2-0 early on this season. They hadn't hit form like they have now, but we still dominated them. Like, it was one of the easiest games of the season for us.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that as a brag. It was like, this is not even fun to watch. The big games was like, okay, this is going to be exciting. It was just too easy. It was like, whatever. Yeah. But in that game, Saka and Havertz scored. Now we don't have probably neither of them. But it's okay. We have Merino. Merino's better than Havertz, right?
I think I'm a bit scared. I'm actually scared. No. Like on the way to your house, I was thinking about it. I'm gonna stick to my prediction just because I said what I said.
You said a long time ago.
I said like we're going to the semi-final.
Yeah.
I said we're not gonna win the league, but we're gonna get close. And then I said, at best scenario, we win the cup.
Yeah.
I think Barca is gonna win the Champions League.
I'm not sure.
I think we're still. So I'm sticking to my prediction that we're staying. Like we're gonna get to the semi-final, but there is such a big part of me that just feels like this is the ultimate game to lose. It's such, like out of all years that we to create a podcast, this is the year we created them. And then when you didn't play in the Champions League for like 5 years,
more.
Now you're in the Champions League, you're doing well, and then you play against us. The history of like we played you once before we lost.
Yeah, you haven't beat. We're the only English team you haven't beat.
We haven't beaten yet, and it's just your way of playing. It's a bit for us. I think it will be difficult.
Yeah, because
like you do what Atletico does, but you also attack well.
Yeah, but I think not to sound cocky, but I think we can do what Atletico did, but a little bit better because because of the players that we have. Like Atletico have good players. Don't get me wrong, but Saliba, Gabriel, Declan Rice, those three alone are better than like 5 of their players. Those 3.
Yeah. Your defense is quite difficult. Like your defense is really difficult to get past.
It's crazy, and then I saw like in the entire game like last night you created like except the penalty I think you created like not even 1 XG.
No, it was 1 point something
with the penalty.
Without the penalty.
Sure?
With the penalty.
Exactly.
Sorry, with
the
penalty.
With the penalty, and penalties are quite high.
Yeah, 1.
I think it's 1. I think it's 0.75.
Okay.
So it's still like you less than a half.
I mean, we played the shit game.
So if you see Atletico being able to nullify you guys, I think we could do that in the same way. Problem is, can we score? Can we score? I don't know. We should be because it's Europe. There's more space.
You can definitely score. If you can score 7 in a round of 16.
Just 1.
But our defense is not like our players are good. Like Asensio is good. Rudiger is good. Valverde is good. Mendy is okay.
That was a compliment.
But it's just as a system of defense. It's very penetrable. It's not like.
But that's
it's hard to score again.
That's why I think we would need someone like Saka for us because he could.
I think he's gonna play. I feel like it. I feel it. Like the way the news is going, he's gonna be like not fully match fit, but he's gonna play.
He could play because the pictures from the training ground. He's training on. He's running on grass, everything, but just match fitness. Is he gonna be fit enough to actually play the game at that intensity? And the thing is, why I say Saka is so important for us is if you compare, for me, the best right winger is Salah, obviously.
Yeah.
In the Liverpool PSG game, Nuno Mendes locked him up.
Yeah.
When we played PSG, I swear to God, for the first 5 minutes of the game, he dribbled past him 3 times. He just straight up walked past him. He didn't even run. You know, some players they look slow or they look fast, but Saka he was like just walking like this past Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes is fast, but he is like nothing. And that's why he's so important for us, and he can create something out of nothing.
So let's assume Saka is gonna play.
Okay, let's assume.
The first game is
at Emirates.
The second game is at Bernabeu. That's a good sign for us.
It's
very rarely that we go out when the second game is at home.
Yeah.
Very rarely. But the thing is, I can easily see us in the first away game at Emirates being so lost, being so dominated, but then somehow scamming our way. I think it will be like maybe Arsenal, like you will win convincingly, but
the results won't.
The result won't reflect it. Like you might win
like a 2-1,
3-2, 2-1, something. Like I think it will be a game like against. I don't know if you remember City, 2022, Real Madrid City. When Rodrigo scored the 2 goals
in the last minute.
But I'm talking about the away game. You know when they won 4-3?
Yeah, okay.
When Benzema scored like that goal, cross, he scored the goal and then he chips the penalty. Yeah. That game we were so dominated. but we somehow we were like, we kept being in the game. I can imagine a scenario like that, best case scenario. And then
we park the bus.
You park the bus at home.
And we
in the Bernabeu, and then we somehow in the last minutes
get something.
I can imagine it being like that.
I think it's going to be a fun game. I've been looking forward to playing against you guys.
Yeah.
That's why I'm sad that so many of our players are injured because I wanted to be like a proper matchup, like the best of our best players against your best players. Like, how are we gonna fare?
But I think you will dominate our midfield so badly.
Yeah, but because I think our midfield is that good. Like,
Odegaard.
Right. He and the thing is, he has something to prove because he was a Real Madrid flop. He didn't play no friends at Real Madrid. Everything. It's hard to make friends at Real.
Yeah.
So he has something to prove, but he's been shit, and he's been shit for a long time. So he needs to step up.
Yeah.
But for me, it's more the thing that's most important is our attackers, the players like Trossard, Merino. Can they perform? In this moment. I think they will. I think they can. I hope they will. But still, if say like, how are you guys at corners?
Oh, you're gonna score a lot of headers.
But you know,
you're gonna score so many headers. You know, I also thought about that. I thought Gabriel, Saliba, minimum one header.
But the thing is, we haven't scored a corner since January.
But we are so bad at headers. we don't cross. Like our corners are shit, but we concede a lot. So then we have a lot of problems.
You don't have a lot of height. Like even back in the day, you had Ronaldo.
Used to be good.
You had Ronaldo, Bale, Benzema, Ramos, Casemiro.
Yeah.
You had a lot of height.
Now we had like Tchouaméni, Rudiger. That's it.
And Tchouaméni's out for the first leg. He's suspended for the first game.
But I thought the cards were removed.
No, he got a yellow card this game.
What is this bullshit?
He's out for the first leg. I remembered. That's important. That's an important one for us.
That means Kama has to play. Kama is okay, but it's like the problem is Modric
has to play. Will play then.
Or Valverde has to play midfield and Vasquez.
So it's a lose-lose situation. Either Vasquez or Modric.
It's not looking good.
It's not looking good, bro.
It's not looking good, bro.
No, but
I don't think we'll.
But it's gonna be.
This is like the ultimate game to lose for us. Yeah, it just feels perfect.
It's not even that. Is the way in the internet would react. Like all the Arsenal fans would be so loud if we beat you guys. It would be. I think they would be unbearable, honestly.
Well, I would be. You always bottle it. That's the thing. Like last year against Bayern Munich, I can imagine
doing something
like. But then it's like, this is the perfect moment.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to predict. I'm gonna go with I'm not gonna change my prediction. I'm gonna keep saying like we're going to the semi-final. Yeah. We're gonna get through this. I think we but
it's not gonna be convincing.
It's not gonna be convincing if we get through.
I'm gonna predict with my butt and say Arsenal.
But how do you predict the result?
For me, what I hope is like 2-0 win at the Emirates. Park the bus, concede one, take it. Just take it. So we win 2-0, lose 2-1.
I can see you doing
that.
I can easily see you doing that.
But even so, I think if it depends a lot of Saka, but I think Wanyeri could play, and I think because I want you to see how good this guy actually is. I think he could be a difference maker at the highest level. I think he already has shown that he could be. Yeah. So it's like I can't wait to watch him play at the Bernabeu, for example. I'm so looking forward to it.
I have so much shit to eat. I've talked so much shit. Yeah. I've talked about Arteta. I've talked about Wanyeri. Yeah. I've talked about who else?
Havertz, he's not playing. All of our players, but you like Odegaard, which I don't.
I think Odegaard. Anyway,
but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. But
we shall see.
We shall see. We have a month ahead.
Like at that time, we have time. We have enough time to lose the league. We have enough time to lose the cup, so it's fine. We can get there with the shit confidence.
That's a lot of things. I think we know the league is over, so we're like, this is what we have to play for. We truly want to win this.
That's gonna be annoying.
Yeah, so I think everything can happen up until that point. But I think it's gonna be a good game regardless. I think it's gonna be
a really good game.
I think it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so much fun to watch.
The perfect time to start this podcast.
It's crazy. I've been waiting for this for a long time.
You know this podcast was meant to be.
Yeah, for sure. When we saw this, it was like, yes.
But should we make a bet?
Okay. Yes, we shall. What do you want to bet?
Fuck all other bets.
Okay. We don't even know all of them.
The loser buys the tripod. Chill.
Come on, Arsenal. Please subscribe so we can get some money.
We need the money
for the loser.
Okay.
Yeah.
The lighting and the.
How much is it?
No, just the lighting. Not
Okay,
the
just the
tripod.
lighting.
Just the lighting.
Yeah. So for you guys.
That's for you guys. Okay, good.
For you and me. No one else is watching.
It's fine. We have 13 followers.
Thank you guys.
Step by step.
Okay, so we've talked about our game. Let's talk about the rest of the Champions League.
PSG.
We predicted. You predicted Liverpool. I said PSG.
Yes, I predicted wrong. Right on brand with this podcast.
Ahmed of the day.
Made the wrong decision and predicted the wrong.
I said PSG was not as. They were better than people expected, and I think
they were really good.
They were crazy good, especially even in the first leg when they lost.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, this is a serious team. You could see, like we said, the tactics. They was on point, and I always said about Slot, I'm not fully convinced because tactically, I don't think he is at the highest level. Like I told you, you have players, you can bring up your team with tactics, but then you need the good players to get to the highest levels. You need the combination of tactics and players.
So why couldn't you beat him in the Premier League?
We didn't have the players. We were injured.
Let's not tear a manager down just because of 2 games.
No. But I've said it a long time. I don't think he tactically in the biggest of games. I don't think he's at that level because he's young. He's still a young.
He beat Real Madrid 2-0 and dominated us. He beat City 2-0, dominated. The only big game that he didn't was against you before.
Yeah.
And that's a 2-2 away at Emirates. Still a good result.
Yeah, it's a good result. But that game we still dominated. Like I'm talking tactically. Of course, that's why I'm talking about. Analyze the game tactically, not based on the results. But if you look at the game and how it unfolded, I still felt like, okay, he's not at the highest level tactically. For me, he might prove me wrong. I don't know. I think Enrique, which is a good manager, of course, out-tacticked him.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. But also, he's like, I think the problem that Arne Slot did was he peaked too early.
Yeah.
That's always a problem.
And it's scary because most of his players might leave. Like, Trent's gonna probably leave. Salah might leave. Alisson might leave. Van Dijk might leave. I think Van Dijk might stay.
I don't think Alisson is going to leave.
Even so.
But did you see the PSG
president? He was like, yeah, Van Dijk, come over here.
Imagine Van Dijk at PSG with this.
With this team.
Anyway, the game. I mean, Liverpool did really well the first 20 minutes.
In the second game, you mean?
The second game.
Yeah.
They dominated.
The first 5 minutes, Salah had 2 great chances he could have scored.
Yeah.
They could have been 2-1 after 5 minutes.
Did we talk about the first game in the last podcast? I mean, we could summarize it. PSG should have gotten a penalty.
Which is
definitely.
And the red card.
A red card. Oh, sorry.
For sure.
Definitely a red card on Konate.
For sure.
And they had so many chances. Dembele did too much. But he could have scored more.
Yeah, but that's Alisson for you. I promise
Alisson was amazing.
Every game I watch Liverpool, he always says at least 1v1.
He's their Courtois.
I think he's better, honestly.
Oh,
no, I promise you.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
I think he's better.
How many times have we played Liverpool? Who did better? Courtois outperformed him every single time.
Still think he's better.
Who won the Champions League? Was it Alisson that won the Champions League for Liverpool, or was it Courtois that won the Champions League for Real Madrid? End of debate.
Sure, but I still think he's better.
Not even close. Maybe with his feet. That's it.
Pause.
But even with that, like Courtois is quite good with his feet.
Yeah, he's actually improved.
I like his feet.
They're very big. Very nice.
So, this game, they come in, which is like...
And they was like, yeah, you're going to have to come to Anfield, you're going to have to perform.
It felt like a lot of people are saying it's over.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because they said like, Anfield, you're not going to do anything. And there was like, don't worry, we're going to play our game. And which takes a lot of courage. It's not easy to go away to one of the most difficult...
And control the ball.
And control it. It was difficult first 20 minutes, like you said. Yeah. Liverpool were better.
In the first 20 minutes, I was like, yeah...
This might be too much.
This might be too much for them.
But they grew into the game.
And Dembele did well. Dembele did so well.
As a striker, I mean,
As a striker.
this is perfect. I love it. He's
There are
peaking now.
3 people. No, 4 players.
We have to talk about him.
So first of all, Donnarumma did amazing.
I don't
Donnarumma, I hope he has
don't like
so
him.
much potential.
I don't like him.
But he did well. You
Yeah,
have to
of course, yeah, especially at
like
penalties.
before recently, the past seasons, he's been a bit like when it matters, he fucks up.
Yeah, but what I will say, what I liked, he was brave at corners. Every corner Liverpool took, he always rushed out and tried to get the ball. I think he missed 1 or 2, but he was always there and competing for it, which he should do. He's a big guy. He should do that, but I feel like before he's been a bit afraid. But this time I was like, okay, nice.
And he always, like, when it mattered, like against us, for example,
he folds.
3 years ago, he kind of like did a lot of mistakes. But I hope finally he can grow into that Buffon, you know. I really hope so. He has the potential though.
He's still young for a goalkeeper.
Yeah. He like when he grew up like in Milan.
Yeah.
And the first games I watched, I was like, oh,
this
is the new Buffon.
Yeah.
So I like he did a good game. That's the first thing. Nuno Mendes.
Oh, both legs.
Both
Oh
legs.
my lord.
I knew Nuno Mendes was good in attack, and I knew he was quick, but I didn't know he was this good defensively. He locked in.
It was crazy.
Salah had nothing to say.
Yeah.
2 legs, nothing to say.
I mean, I think he had like 95% dual wins against Salah. It's crazy. I haven't seen someone lock him up that bad.
And that's a player I need in Real Madrid next season.
Yeah.
I need him. But the problem is...
He signed a contract extension.
And he plays for PSG.
Yeah, you won't get
the
him.
most players that I want are playing for clubs that we cannot
You can't
get.
buy him.
I would want Nuno Mendes. We cannot buy him. Davies signed a new contract.
Impossible.
Vitinha, that's the third player I want to talk about. What a player, man. Even last season when they lost the Champions League, he was the only one that I was like, oh, this guy's good.
Impressive, yeah.
He's very impressive. And I need him. If there is one player Real Madrid needs,
for me,
it's him.
But for me, I think he's a good player for sure. But I think he got a bit too much credit for this game.
Who do you think should have more credit?
No, but
is it João Neves?
No, I love João Neves.
Because for me, João Neves...
They work perfectly together.
Because Vitinha is more of the Pedri.
The controller.
João Neves, I think, is more Gavi.
The dirty one.
The dirty one, the tough one.
That works hard.
So, but we need in Real Madrid the Pedri right now.
Controller.
We don't need the Gavi.
Yeah, we've talked about it before, I agree. But I still think he's a bit too much lightweight. That's why I'm telling you, when we played them in the Champions League earlier this season, they played the midfield of João Neves, Vitinha, and Zaire Emery.
Yeah.
They had nothing. They couldn't. They was unable to do anything.
Could be the beginning of the season though.
We were shit at the beginning of the season though. So, but because they came up against, I think it was Partey, Rice, and Ødegaard. Partey and Rice, big dudes, physical dudes. They couldn't get near them.
But how can you say he's lightweight when it's Anfield away against Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, and McAllister? These are like tough guys.
Yeah, not the same. Not the same.
Yeah, but they are still tough.
But not at the highest level. Highest level. Nah.
What do you mean they're not at the highest level?
In terms of their in terms of the physicality, toughness? No, I don't think so. They're not the physical types of players.
They're up there, top 5 in the world.
I don't think so. Not in the same sense like Declan Rice for me.
But imagine if Vitinha plays next to Valverde or Tchouaméni.
Yeah, they probably could work.
Perfect.
I'm not sure about him.
I mean, I need either him or Zubimendi or Barella. Like I need that player. I need him so badly.
Yeah, for sure.
I wish we could have a Pedri, but it's like Barca have all the midfielders that we want.
Yeah.
And the other ones are playing for PSG, which they would never give us another player again. They hate us so much.
They hate your guts. Yeah. They hate you so much.
So that João Neves as well, amazing.
I love him.
And Dembele.
He played both. I think
Kvara as well. Kvara.
I'm so mad. Why were we
He's
not
perfect. He's perfect for you.
He would have been perfect. Like he was available this January.
I don't know what the fuck there are so many players they're missing out on.
Yeah. And that's why now we're getting Berta, you know, the sporting director from Atleti.
Yeah, he's good.
He takes risks. He takes chances. Like
you need to take chances.
Of course, someone worked. Like he bought João Felix. It didn't work out, but he still is. What I like is he takes the risk. It's like yes, let's do it.
But the problem is, especially with sporting directors, they always have a tough time in another country.
Yeah.
Because sporting director has to be about connections.
Yeah.
And
but
you need to tinker in your own country.
Yeah.
When you remove that. And you go to, like, let's say Monchi, when he went to Roma, he has such a tough time.
Yeah.
Because it's a different ball game.
Yeah, probably we'll see, but hopefully he'll bring some Spanish players. I think that's the type of players we need, like the tempo setters, the creative ones. But we'll see. I think
you need a striker, dude. You need a striker. Like, striker, left winger.
I would rather want wingers, but...
Yeah, you need the winger, like that's 100%. And a striker.
Yeah, we need a striker.
You need 3 players. Left wing, striker, CM who can control the tempo.
Yeah,
exactly
that. I would 100% agree.
Then you take the next level.
And for me, those 3 players would be. Why are we talking about it? And for the would be Subimendi. And Semenyo, he plays at Bournemouth. He can play left and right.
Yeah.
On the left and the right wing, and then it will be.
You need a big boss striker.
Realistically, it would be Sesko, for Benjamin Sesko from Leipzig. I think
that's another Havertz.
Yeah.
No. You need like a big name who can come in and just Julian Alvarez. That's like a striker that he'll deliver you 20 goals per season. Boom, you're good.
Can we talk about something?
No.
We can talk about it later. Ballon d'Or. We can talk about
We can talk about the Ballon d'Or now, but just to wrap up the PSG Liverpool game.
Yeah.
Dembele was amazing. Van Dijk, I don't know what he did for that goal.
Yeah,
and then the penalties. Oh, no. What's his name?
Desiree Doué.
Desiree Doué.
What a star.
Bro,
that's a
so good.
He
pierces through the midfield. Yeah. Like, he pierces through the defense every single time. And that's a guy to watch out for.
He's 19.
Oh, dude, he's so good. He's so good. He kind of he ran the game when he came on.
It's amazing.
I like him.
I love him.
But PSG will be a tough opponent.
Yeah.
What are we predicting? PSG, Aston Villa. We're not going to talk about Aston Villa. Asensio, good job.
No, PSG. I told you when we predicted the game last podcast.
Do you think Aston Villa and Emery have like something in the pocket for PSG? Like, I could easily imagine them going to the semi-final.
That would be crazy. It wouldn't.
They have done it before.
It wouldn't surprise me because this is what he does.
Yeah.
This is what he does.
And they have a pretty good squad around.
But it's their defense which is not good enough. I don't think they will be able to handle the players. I told you. I think if they would have faced Liverpool, I think they would have a better chance because they know them. The players know Liverpool. They know their players.
Or PSG don't know Aston Villa, so they don't know what's coming. So they underestimate them.
Yeah, that could be true, but I don't think so. I think the quality would be
like you know what I remember? I remember when back in 2022.
Yeah.
When Bayern Munich played them in the quarterfinals, when Emery was managing Villarreal.
Yeah.
Like, that's a game you expect, like,
easy
Bayern Munich, easy win. And then you just see the result, you're like, what?
Yeah, you're struggling. No?
I could easily see it happen. But, okay, we're going to go with the PSG.
I think PSG is going to go.
So, what we're thinking now is Real Madrid. I think I have to go with Real Madrid to the semi-final. You think Arsenal, PSG in the semi-final.
Yeah. I think we will. Saka will be back by then, God willing. I hope. Inshallah, Sui. I think we'll go through. That's why I say we have to go through against you guys because I think this is the best chance for us to get to a Champions League final.
And I stick to my prediction.
We're
gonna lose in the semi-final.
Again, you think you would lose against PSG?
They're good.
Of course. Yeah.
And if they beat Liverpool,
it's a proper team.
Why can't they beat us?
We beat PSG.
But
we beat PSG, so we can beat you.
I think you have a bigger chance to beat us than PSG, which is crazy.
So you're screwed either way.
We're not winning the Champions League. Let's put it that way. And I just wish, right now, it's just a wish that we don't get to the final. Because I don't want to play Barcelona this year. If out of all years,
final.
I do not, because that's the thing we're not going to let go of. They will, and I know if we play Barca in the final, it's going to be like a 4-0, 5-0. I'm good. I would rather lose
now
with respect in the semi-final or the quarter-final. Listen, we have 15 Champions Leagues. We're good. I would rather.
Like really, let me look.
We're good.
Where is it? No, other side. It's not even updated. Where is it? Oh, here it is. No, it's 14, but it's 15, you guys.
15 now.
Too quick.
So, to wrap it up, we're not getting to the Champions League final. Okay. I hope.
I hope we do instead.
You know what? You have a bigger chance against Barcelona than us, if I put it that way. Yes. If Barcelona have a much easier time against us than you. Probably. Just because you can defend better.
Yeah, we can defend. Yeah, okay, but let's go into the other games.
So Bayer Leverkusen, Barcelona.
Let's do the other games first because we don't have to talk too much about it. We both said Inter.
Yeah.
Easy. That's a difficult game. I would not want to play Inter at any time.
Inter are good.
They're very good.
Yeah.
Now it's Bayern against them. They knocked out Leverkusen. We were so wrong.
Yeah, we were right. I don't know, dude. It's just, now, like Alonso, it's been 3 years now.
In Europe.
In Europe. So the first season, Alonso semi-final against Mourinho, and Mourinho kind of outclassed him.
Yeah, but it's Mourinho. And that's what he does.
Yeah, but okay. Then Atalanta last year in the final, lose, but don't lose 3-0. Now you lose 5-0
on aggregate.
It's a warning sign.
Yeah, it's like, especially for you guys because you are kings of Europe and you can't.
But maybe like if he comes to us, our players are better, and we have that in us. If Ancelotti wins either the league or the Champions League this year, I would still keep him.
But if he won't, then you would
give Xabi Alonso a chance. So
there, even though you can see some red flags because of
you have to move on at some point.
Yeah,
this is the time.
Yeah, especially since you have a guy that, on paper, it looks good.
Yeah,
he has all the things you would want from a manager. It could work.
We can build an era, or it could go south, but it's still a risk worth taking. Yeah. But I think if Ancelotti wins a big title this year,
you have to give him.
You have to give him that. Yeah. Like it's.
But do you think Xabi would join you if this summer, if you asked him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like now he's set. I think the reason he stayed in Bayer Leverkusen is because he couldn't come to Real Madrid last summer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, he would have gone to Liverpool because I think
they wanted him.
They approached him before Arne Slot. Yeah.
I wonder how different the season would have been if he went to Liverpool.
I don't think they would have done as well. I think it's a big jump though. It's a bit of a big jump. It's a different game playing. We'll see. Like I love.
The thing is, exactly, Real Madrid is the same. It's even bigger, I think, because Real Madrid, biggest club in the world, a lot of spotlight, everyone watching.
I think it will be fine.
Yeah, but I think. So
I think he doesn't have like a narcissistic personality. I think he works well with players. He has a pretty humble personality.
Yeah,
so that works well in Real Madrid.
He's quite a relaxed man.
And he's like a kind of a legend in Real Madrid.
Yeah, they will respect him just by his name.
Yeah, I think it will be fine. It'll be fine. But he just needs to figure out that cup thing.
Yeah, and then we said in the Lille Dortmund game, it was like whatever, either could go through.
We said Lille.
But it's Dortmund. We said Barca, easy.
Yeah, but Barca, man, Lamine.
Yeah, man. What
a guy. So good, dude. It's just, we talk about this every week, but it's just, he's too good.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's just, it feels like it's the opposite. It feels like he's the old guy playing against 17 years old.
Yeah.
Like, it's everything too easy for him.
Like the goal he scored, have you seen, someone filmed it from the stands.
Yeah.
He was like just running casually up in front and then it looked like he passed it.
Do you think he meant it?
Watching that, I don't know.
I think he did.
Because he didn't look like he tried to take a shot. Like when you take a shot, you use your whole body.
Hard,
You use your whole body. He looked like he's just trying to pass it.
But he has the tendency to place it instead of shooting it.
But like I've never seen someone place it like that. There was like, I'm like, what am I watching?
Do you think he has the potential to be greater than Messi?
No.
Messi didn't start this early. He wasn't this good this early, dude.
Yeah.
Messi didn't dominate Champions League at this age. It was Ronaldinho
Or
time.
Euros.
Or Euros. Like, we're seeing something next level.
Yeah.
He has the potential to be the greatest of all time.
You think?
If he keeps going like this. Oh, okay. Yeah, but
Yeah, but
I do think so.
I mean, it's not impossible, but it's scary.
Unless his dad fucks him up.
No, I don't think it does.
His dad is a warning sign.
You think? He's just a chill guy.
Yeah, but there is, like, upbringing plays a big role.
Yeah, of
And
course.
who
But
he has
but
around
you,
him.
but you need the arrogance as well.
Yeah.
But now you need a support system around you.
So good, dude. He's so good. But that's what I'm saying. It's like Rafinha scored 2 goals, but these goals were nothing if it wasn't for Lamine.
And one of the goals, did you see, like, he got the ball.
Yeah.
It was like he did like this, like wait, and then he dribbled, and as soon as he passed, that's when Rafinha knew. That's when I go. I was like, how can you be this sure, dominant, and like this game? This is my space. This
Like
is
right
how
now,
I do
I'm
it.
not even thinking about he's 17 years old. I'm treating him like any other player.
Yeah.
He's too dominant.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like he everything oozes like.
Same thing with Pedri.
Oh, he was so good.
So good, man.
that's
I'm kind
a
of like, okay, it sucks that he's a Barca player, but I'm kind of happy that he kind of figured it out.
Yeah,
Because
especially after that.
Like,